Sup flappers, welcome to another video, and today we are going to be talking about something I guess more controversial, but what I really want to do here today is kind of give you guys some more insight as to how it got to this point for Mr. Mattjestic Multigaming. I really want you guys to understand something and how YouTube works, and for somebody who essentially came as being a small content creator and getting shot into the limelight, and there's also this concept in Chinese we call 侥幸心理, which is the mentality of thinking you can get away with something that you should not be doing. And I think this is basically the crux of Mattjestic's downfall and why he is eventually got caught. And I have mentioned in the past why he likely did not get caught. Okay, so we're going to touch up on a lot of these things, and I'm going to give you more insight from as a YouTuber as to why likely he chose this path. Now, first and foremost, if you don't know who Mattjestic Gaming is, he is a channel. He's a Genshin Impact content channel, which started off by giving great tips, insight to the game, and eventually he spiraled into making leaked content and more people would say clickbaity content. Now, people have been on my live streams and you guys know that I am not the fondest of his content. I used to be subscribed. I used to follow him a lot. In fact, he was one of the many inspirations that inspired me to even start this own channel that you're looking on, right? But eventually, Mattjestic realized that, you know, his tips and tricks videos and his event info videos just weren't getting the clicks that the leaked videos were getting. It started off with just simple characters. I remember he started posting characters that were not released, that were like that wasn't even announced yet, and that was the start of it. Like, you can see the difference in views, and this is what essentially happened, was that the algorithm and people's mentality and how people's encouragement of doing this type of, I guess it's illegal content, that fed into Mattjestic thinking, well, I have a choice here, right? I could break the law but make a ton of money doing it. Because doesn't it always feel like that when you break the law, there's always some sort of big gains that you can get? That's why it's likely illegal, because those risks weed out a lot of competition. And Mattjestic was thinking, definitely this has crossed his mind at one point prior to this result. He was thinking, I can either make this illegal content, bank off of it, make fat stacks of cash off of it, or I can stay down to earth, compete with everybody else, the hundreds of other content creators making normal content. But let me tell you guys, he was already in a place where nobody could essentially touch him. In his category, in his niche, Genshin news, Genshin events, Genshin updates, unless you were a personality channel like Tectone, like Envy, like whatever, where people care about what you think about the events, nobody was going to touch Mattjestic. Still, the difference was night and day, right? He was getting like 50k views for the news and tips and updates, where he was getting 200,000 views plus. So that's like 4 times, 400% the difference. You tell me, right? I'm not going to disclose how much money that is, but I personally know how much money that is. That's a lot of money. All right, that's a lot of money. So we all know which one he chose. Now, here's the thing. For people who think like, well, he shouldn't have done it, right? He should not have taken that path. He should not have. Well, the thing is, miHoYo also did not crack down on Mattjestic too hard. I think he mentioned that they gave him a warning back in April, and you can see he has been trying to dance on a knife's edge. He took some content down. He was very careful with how he worded his content, his thumbnails, and what he showed, and how he showed it. But that's what we call 侥幸心理, right? The mentality of thinking you can get away with it. And that is a very dangerous mentality to play with. I grew up getting my ass beat just trying to do that. My parents would always tell me, don't do that, because justice may be late, but it always arrives, right? This is the world we live in. The legal system, it works slow, but if you are breaking rules, it will eventually arrive. So I guess on the 8th, if I recall, was when justice arrived for Mattjestic. And I know a lot of his viewers are sad to see him getting terminated like this, just out of the blue. And of course, terminations always happen like this. I know we get 3 strikes on YouTube, but I've almost never seen anybody like build up 1 strike, 2 strike. Okay, now I gotta really be careful. It's always like either 1 strike and then 3 strikes because somebody just took all of his content and striked like 500 videos or something like that, crazy like that. Or you just go from 0 strikes straight to 3 because you didn't know what you're doing, and then bam, right? So current situation is Mattjestic's channel will be getting terminated July 15th. So 2 days from my video being uploaded, his channel will be terminated, and he said he's gonna move on, and I do wish the best for the guy. But here's the thing, right? Now we're gonna talk a little bit about YouTube viewership. You see this number, subscribers? Like if you scroll down, you can see my subscribers. You see that number? I think a lot of times people misunderstand what that number means, right? A subscription is a very, very easy thing to do. Most people will subscribe to a channel, but will only watch very particular content from that channel. Your subscribers are not your friends. Your subscribers are not your family. Your subscribers are not your cash cows. Your subscribers are people who entered into agreement essentially with you saying, hey, I like some of your content and I'm willing to watch some of them, and I'm willing to receive notifications about some of them when you upload. I think a lot of people misunderstand. Like, while I try my best to say we are a family here, let me tell you, very few people actually take that extra step. Content creators can try their hardest to integrate everybody, but of course, this is a mutual relation. So, why am I telling you guys this? It's because we need to clear this up. Mattjestic's main channel has over 250,000 subscribers. Yet, out of these 250,000 subscribers, nowadays, a very small portion, I want to say 60,000, 70,000 of his subscribers probably watches his videos, which for a man who at one point was hitting 150 to 200,000 views per video and he was skyrocketing, this to Mattjestic, of course, feels like he's moving backwards. And this mentality is very, very dangerous and toxic. I myself have not really stared into my analytics too much anymore, but I can assure you when I first started growing, I did look a lot at my analytics. And when we hit the month of June, of course, you guys know what happened last month. It was a huge content drought. Everybody was losing views. Like, thankfully, by then, I already stopped looking at my analytics. But Mattjestic seemed to be the type of guy who was very in tune with his analytics. He knew exactly what people wanted, how they wanted it, and he made it into a formula, a formulaic content creation method, and he was doing really well. Eventually, he was able to stop the bleeding, and he was able to bring his channel back into a stabilized position. Now, finally, I want to close up with something, and that is maybe the future of Mattjestic and the future of this type of content here on YouTube. So the saddest thing I see whenever a content creator like this has to leave the platform or whatever happens is subscribers or viewers commenting, "We will miss you." Because why does that feel bad when I read it? Because it implies that you are leaving, but we are staying, right? "We will miss you" implies that wherever you're going, yes, we will miss you here, but we're not gonna follow you. This is a sucky thing. Like I said before, your subscribers are not your friends. I think out of my 30,000 subscribers here, 200 at best, 200 will follow me to other endeavors, other content. Maybe 300 to 500 will follow me into Genshin related content, but 30,000 people out of 30,000 people, that's the amount of people who really cares about me. The vast majority are watching because of Genshin Impact, and it's the same with Mattjestic. It's going to be the same with everybody else making content, and very few people are able to take the majority of their viewers and move onwards, right? That's what we called variety content creators. So the reality is, as Mattjestic moves forward, he will have to find another way to reestablish himself, whether in I don't know if he's gonna still do Genshin related stuff. I heard he wanted to go do writing, but I don't know if he's still gonna continue covering Genshin Impact. Now that's gonna be the most difficult thing, is to how are you gonna rebuild yourself up. He will be remembered as the guy who fell from grace. He will be remembered as the guy who flew too close to the sun. He did great work. I do think that his content had a lot of value for free-to-play players, and other channels that do cover league content does benefit the free-to-play. I've never once said that the work he does has no value. I just say I can't continue watching his content. I had to unsubscribe from his channel. I had to manually tell YouTube not to give me his videos because it was all full of leaks. Now, ultimately, do I think other leak channels are going to get taken down? Or is this type of content going to become more scarce on YouTube? Well, yes and no, because you can never fully take these people down, right? Mattjestic was just, he had something to lose. A lot of these other people don't have anything to lose. There could be a channel with 100 subs posting leak videos that gets like 100,000, 200,000 views. Gonna take those down? Sure, dude will just make another one. Same thing, right? There are people actively searching for leaks, and YouTube is a search engine. So this type of content won't go anywhere, but this type of structured, anticipated content like Mattjestic, he has an upload schedule, he's well established, he has a team of people making these videos. This type of content likely will never ever come to be anymore going forward. For people who are into leaks, I urge you to look at, websites, because I don't think a lot of YouTube channels are going to be as reliable anymore when it comes to making leak content. So finally, I don't know, this video likely won't ever reach Mattjestic, but hey dude, if you're watching and you watched all the way to the end here, best wishes to you, my friend. You've really inspired me to hustle, to work hard, to make videos every single day, and it's sad to see you go, but hope you can stay strong, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next video, I urge you all to stay safe and peace.